Hello, this video is designed to accompany the documents that are attached to this email as a quick explanation of a change that has occurred and also how it's going to roll out in terms of using Simply Voting for the first time. So I'm going to be sharing these two documents that I talked about at a meeting today, but that need a little bit more explanation. So here is on the left a timeline for the executive officer election for our local. So this is a normal timeline that you see from Patty Goitia. And as you can see here, that it is beginning the announcement and declaration of candidacy forms, and it's August 24th through August 29th, which is this Saturday. And Patty's email is there in the document, and also any questions you have can be directed to Patty. This is a normal timeline, as you can see, where we will be voting electronically through Simply Voting. But the part that I wanted to talk about tonight is this is sort of a new thing for us. In fact, it's a very new thing for us. So there is the announcement of the positions that are open. For one, we have the vice president position, which is a term that runs for 2 years. And as you can see, after the final results come through, that person will have that position until June 30th, 2022. Same with the unit secretary for 2-year term till June 30th, 2022. Now, here's the part that's a little different. And it is a long story, and I'm not going to give the whole background information on it, simply to say that we have been dealing with this and talking about this and talking about the change that needed to happen since January of this year as we were working on our bylaws. We do have bylaws that are in need of some changes, and this is one of them. Currently in our bylaws, the member-at-large positions are segmented, and they are separated into a pre-K to 3rd grade, a 4 through 6, and a 6 through 8. That has, over the years, become out of whack, just for lack of a better term. In other words, the pre-K to 3rd grade was representing maybe 130 people, and the 4 through 6 was maybe 56, 60 people, and the 6 through 8 the same, maybe a little more. And at the same time, our membership has changed so much that we also have a lot of support people who really were being asked every year, just where do you fit into these 3 spans? So in consulting with CTA elections and bylaws committee, both CTA committees chimed in on this and helped us figure out how to move forward. They said that we need to fly these 3 positions as general membership positions. So we are calling them unit member at large, and anyone in the unit may run for these member at large positions. So normally on the executive board, you have 4 officers: the president, the vice president, the secretary, the treasurer, and then you have 3 member at large. So the 3 member at large positions in this election will be from any position in the entire membership. So 350 people could run for that member at large position. When they are elected, they're also elected by the entire membership. So when it comes to the 1 person, 1 vote rule, they will be representing the same amount of people because they will be representing the entire membership. So that's the solution to that bylaws issue. And anyone, just to reemphasize, anyone in any position can run for these unit member at large positions, and we will all be voting for those 3 positions. So when you get your ballot, it will say vote for 1 vice president, vote for 1 secretary, and vote for up to 3 unit member at large people, okay? So to be clear, your candidacy form is due to Patty August 29th, which is Saturday, this Saturday at 5 p.m. There's her email address. Also, here's the form. These are all attached to this email. Here's the form. So it's a declaration of candidacy form. You say which office you're running for, and anyone can run for any of these positions now. And you fill out this bottom part, and then one thing we didn't attach to this form that Patty usually has you write on the back, but she's requesting that you either put it in the email or you can attach it to this somehow, is your statement of 30 words or less, your statement of candidacy. And if you need further information on that, please email Patty or call her. But whatever you do, it has to get in no later than 5 p.m. this Saturday, August 29th. So all of this is being handled through Simply Voting, but this part has to go to Patty. So Patty will be the one who receives your candidacy form no later than 5 p.m. on August 29th. Okay. At the same time, I just wanted to quickly mention that we also have state council elections that are occurring also through Simply Voting. So CTA itself at the state level is going to also be working with Simply Voting. If you put the two timelines side by side, you'll see that it's practically at the same time. So I really wanted to make it clear. You will be getting information from Simply Voting about our election, and you will also be getting information from Simply Voting from the state level for this state council seat, okay? This timeline is draft, so I will not be giving this to you. That will be coming to you from CTA itself. I just want one last thing to say about this seat, which, by the way, Elena Caballero is currently one of the state council seats. So if you have any questions about how state council works, you could contact her. Also, Patty Goitia and Jaquella Payne have also been very active with state council. So you can talk to them about what it would be like to be a state council rep. So our multiple, just to point out to you, is LA 7. And we are a multiple, which means we are with these 4 other units: Valley Lindo, us, El Monte Union, and El Monte Elementary. So they too are in our multiple. If you ran for this seat and got elected for this seat, you would be representing all 4 of those multiples. So more to come on that from the CTA level, but they will be sending it to you through Simply Voting. So not to be confused with our election, which is also going through Simply Voting, just a little ahead of this election, okay? So for more information or other questions that you have, please talk to Patty, and here's her cell number, again, attached to this email that you are receiving. So there's her cell number and her email address. And thank you very much for listening to my first Zoom recording ever. And have a nice week.